What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? What is going on? What we doing today? What we saying? Big major video today. Special announcement that I've been waiting on for the past like 3 months or so. The big fight, one of the big fights is actually underway, baby. Not Jake Paul. Crap. Can you stop saying his name? KSI, the Nightmare, the Beast. Let's not disrespect him. KSI, the Nightmare, versus Tommy T Fury. What a fight! We've been waiting on this fight. This is one of the fights that were rumored to happen, and it was a long talk. The Furies love to talk. They take forever to respond. Obviously, the Jake Paul and Fury rematch couldn't happen because Jake Paul is taking other ways. He's going back to the MMA community to do what he was doing, But, it's still tough for Jake. Okay, I'll give him props. 10 rounds, Okay, fair play. But, he moved away from the rematch. It couldn't happen. It would have to happen at the end of the year or sometime next year. So, Fury's just there waiting. And Jake Paul keeps running away from KSI's deals. They won't agree at all. The teams won't agree. So KSI, the smart man he is, he's like, okay, how else could I get to Jake without even beating him? How could I beat him without beating him? I was like, oh, rah. Let me go for the guy who beat Jake Paul, Tommy Fury. The Jake Paul fight is really hard. I think it's 50-50 for KSI. Like, it's a really tough fight, but you fighting the guy who beat that guy, that's the hardest fight you could have taken in this scene. Literally, that's the hardest fight. Like, it's the hardest option to take, and KSI has taken the hardest option, and you got to give him props for that. That is a major risk. That is risking your O from both sides. So KSI thinks he can do it with his style, his his karate style. He thinks it will be enough that Fury will not be able to handle, and who knows? But obviously the major favorite is gonna be Tommy Fury, and I want KSI to win, honestly. But from KSI, I want the influencer to win. But you can't lie that Tommy Fury does have most of the odds, and he's going to have to dig deep to get this fight, to win this fight. KSI is going to have to go to a place that he's gone before, but it's been a while. He's going to have to go a little bit deeper than where he went, and really rely on his style. Try to don't box Fury. Don't do it. Learn from. It's a very good thing that you can watch the Jake Paul fight. Learn from what Jake Paul tried to do. Nobody, and I mean nobody, has fought Fury with the style of KSI. Fury has never, and I don't even think he can replicate it. I'm sure he says that, I can get some guy who doesn't know how to fight, who just swings. But that's not it. KSI is just different, A guy who just swings is not going to connect and know where the head is. KSI knows where the head is. He knows how to connect, and he's got power, and he's wild. It's almost impossible. KSI is like a young, not the same power, but he reminds me of freaking Deontay Wilder, because the power is there. Can Fury take it if he catches a really good one in the chin? We don't know. We're gonna see. We're gonna get answers on how really powerful KSI is if he can land some shots on Fury, and it's gonna be awkward. It's gonna be tough. It's gonna be really hard for KSI. It's not gonna be easy at all. I can promise you that. But KSI winning this fight would prove a lot of haters wrong, and it would end the debate. It would end this is to see who the GOAT is, because we know that Tommy's right now number one, and Jake Paul and KSI. I think Jake Paul got put number 2. KSI winning this fight puts him number 1, stamped. He stamps his name in the number 1 spot with this fight. This fight means everything to KSI. This is everything that he's been doing in the boxing side. Everything. This is the ending. He doesn't need to fight Jake Paul, but would we want him to fight Jake Paul? Absolutely. I hope he wins this fight. winning this fight brings him closer to the Jake Paul fight, because Jake Paul would have to agree to his terms, and KSI wants Jake's blood. He's hungry, he wants it. So him winning this fight is gonna give us a Jake Paul fight, because Jake Paul will not be happy him being the B side, because KSI would be the A side 1,000,000%, and he can say whatever he wants, because Jake Paul's gonna want that fight if KSI wins. So this is his key to the number one spot, and does KSI really need to fight Jake Paul? Not really. He can just retire and be the number one of all time, and yeah, indeed he will. Him beating Fury would be the number one influencer boxer, no doubt, hands down. He doesn't need to fight Jake Paul, but KSI wants. KSI likes to fight, and he wants to make the fans happy, and that would be the biggest fight of all time in the influencer scene. So winning this fight opens a lot of doors for KSI. Even though he has 1,000,000 doors, it would make it so much easier, so much better. But to get to that next door, it's gonna take a lot more than just training hard. You don't have to dig deep during the fight night. Just become a student of the game for the next couple of days, man, and just try to catch Fury on a bad hand, on this bad side. And if he doesn't need to think about it. He knows that Fury's gonna bring his game to the table. He's gonna be tough. He's gonna get, every time he tries to throw a haymaker, he's gonna get countered with multiple fast shots. He's got long arms. He's heavy, but he's fast. He's a boxer. He boxes like a boxer who's been boxing from. He boxes like a boxer who has experience. He's not the best boxer, but he still has enough experience. Though he doesn't have the hard work. His hard work would not win in this fight, but his experience will get him by the victory. So it all comes down to KSI, man. This fight is tough. It's really, really tough. But can he do it? I believe he can. He's been the underdog before, but this time is a little bit different. But he's training with killers. He's training with boxers. Things happen sometimes. You can prove people wrong, and this is that moment. This would break the freaking internet. It would break the internet for a couple days. This would be amazing. A big achievement that not a lot of people have ever seen. Jake Paul was close to it. Not really, but he got to the fight at least, and he survived. So props to him. But KSI beating him or even knocking him out, that would be something to remember forever. And yeah, I don't really have any predictions at this moment. I will make my predictions close to the fight, but it's crazy that we finally got to this point, and I was waiting for this fight to happen, and I'm glad it happened. Very great news today. And make sure to buy the fight. Make sure to watch this. Watch with your eyes closed. First, we got Nate Diaz against Jake Paul. Big fight. Also, Jake Paul's career is on the line for that one. If he loses twice in a row, then is he doing the right thing? We don't know. And he's got a brand new team, so we don't know. Will KSI be doing the right thing October 14th in Manchester Arena, UK? Tommy Fury versus KSI, or should I say KSI versus Tommy Fury on Misfits, October 14th. I cannot wait. Make sure to drop your predictions down below. And is this a closer fight than people think? Or are we just talking gibberish? And will Tommy Fury find a one-way traffic with his experience? Or will KSI dig deep and get that win under the belt and change everything forever?